What's up, guys? It's Bobby Buckets and I'm back with another video. In this video, I will be giving you guys the best shooting badges in NBA 2K23. I'm gonna go through all 16 shooting badges, tell you, what's the best ones, what builds I would use certain badges on, and what levels and all that good stuff. So it's everything you need to know about shooting badges, you're in the right place. So let's go ahead and get into it. Right now, I have up just a random 6'5" build. I wanted to see, put them all in Hall of Fame. Just so you guys know, the badges will change tiers and levels and all that type of unlock stuff based on your height mainly. So, and just know that as I'm going through this. So like Claymore, is a tier 1. It might be tier 1 for all of them, but like I know, example, Agent 3s, I know for a bigger build is going to be tier 2 or tier 1. So just so you guys know that. So when I'm going through it, don't assume that these are the tiers. But I will explain every badge. So to start, Claymore, first of all, Claymore, what it does is it's going to increase the ability to knock down perimeter shots when you're not moving pretty much. So if you're stationary, this badge is going to activate when you shoot it. So this badge is good on any type of build that's like a catch and shoot. You're not going to be moving too much. You're just stationary. You corner builds in park or rec or pro-am, whatever it is. This is a good badge. I would probably consider it a must-have badge if that's your role. If you're just spotting up shooting, you want this badge. Now, if you're dexing and stuff like that, and you're catching it, you probably don't want this badge as much, so just know that. Next up is guard up. It increases the ability to make jump shots when defenders fail to properly contest. So pretty much this means that if a player doesn't get a hand up, this badge will activate and you will get a little boost. Personally, I think it can be helpful, but I wouldn't prioritize this badge. It can be good kind of on any shooting build just because of the closeout, but they kind of have to be there type of thing. So personally, I don't think it's a must-have badge, but it's something you want on your extra badges. Next up is clutch shooter. Shot attempts during the final moments of the fourth quarter and overtime receive a large boost. This is just one of those preference badges. If you got extra badges and you want to boost late in game, then you can have it. Personally, I don't think you should really have this badge on because it's such a small time when this badge activates. So personally, this is like just a personal preference badge in my opinion. Mini Magician, this is for you shot creators, boost the effectiveness of pull-ups, spin shots, and fadeaways from the mid-range. Any post scorer will want this badge because you should be shooting fades if you're a post scorer. Shot creators and stuff should want this badge as well. If you're a shot creator and stuff, you want to put this badge on as high as possible. But like I said, this is another one that if you're not shooting middies, you don't want to use this badge. If you are shooting middies, it's probably a must-have, and I believe it's a tier 1 for all height levels. So Comeback Kid is a boost shooters, mid-range, and three-point abilities when trailing in a game. Again, this is like clutch shooter to me. It's a personal preference badge. It's only going to activate when you're losing. Personally, when I play, I don't plan to be losing, so I don't want a badge that requires me to be losing. But if you have extra badge points, and you're like, I'm losing a lot, I want an extra boost, this badge will give you a boost. It does not activate on inside shots like layups and dunks and stuff, only, perimeter shots, mid-range and three-pointers though. Next up, slippery off ball. When attempting to get open off screens, the player more effectively navigates through traffic. This badge is going to help you dex and stuff like that. If you're a stationary build, you shouldn't have this probably at all. Maybe it'll help you with cuts, but again, how often are you cutting and stuff like that? If you're a sharp and you have extra badge points, it could be useful as you are moving and stuff and dexing and stuff like that. It should give you better animations and be able to slide pad people and stuff like that. But again, this is kind of extra badge point, and also that is why it's a tier 1 badge. Corner specialist, we know it's been in the game for a while. It's going to help you shoot shots in the corner. If you're a corner player spot up, you should have this badge on definitely on high as possible. If you're not a corner build and you're a sharp or a guard, you probably shouldn't have it on. It's that simple, but it's a must-have for them corner shooters. Volume shooter, this badge is going to give you a boost for when you are pretty much after you take a few shots, it's going to give you a boost for more shots that you keep shooting. So if you're a guard and you shoot a lot of shots, whether it's park, rec, whatever it is, this badge is actually can be useful because you're going to get a boost a lot of the time, either whether you make or miss, as long as you're shooting like possession after possession. If you're not taking a lot of shots, then you don't need this badge at all. This badge can be, I still think it's not a must-have if you're a guard, but it can help if you are a volume shooter pretty much. So next up, we're getting into tier 2 now, amped. Pretty much it reduces the penalty that fatigue has on a player and their ability to make shots. If you are a guard and you are dribbling a lot, or you're a sharp and you're moving a lot, you're losing a lot of stamina, this is a must-have badge, and you want it on as high as possible because it does help you shoot and green a lot when you're low stamina. So this will be great for those type of builds, and it'll help you shoot. It doesn't speed up your jump shot, nothing like that, but it helps you green. So if you're open and you're low stamina, you can still shoot and green. So I think this is a must-have for guards. If you're a stationary build, you don't need this badge. It's that simple. Green machine gives an additional boost when you green a couple shots. Personally, I think this badge can be useful, but if you're not, it's kind of, in my opinion, like a volume shooter type of thing, because you do have to green first. So you, if you're not getting a lot of shots, it's not going to activate as much compared to, like, example, catch and shoot is going to activate every time you shoot a catch and shoot, long as it's not limitless. But green machine, you have to already green. So if you're only taking 2 or 3 threes a game, then, you know, and you got to green the first one to even it affect your next 2, then you might as well not have this badge on. But if you got extra badge points and you do take a lot of shots and you green a lot, it will give you a boost after those greens. So it can be good in those scenarios. Again, not something I prioritize putting on super high. Next, catch and shoot. For a short time after receiving a pass, the receiver's ability to knock down threes gets a significant boost. I think this is a must-have badge on any shooting build that is not the primary ball handler, because most of the time you will want to catch and shoot shots. So you will want this on as high as possible on whatever build you can get it on. If you can get it on Hoff, put it on Hoff. Get it on gold, put it on gold, and so forth. But you will want this as a catch and shoot player for shooting on any build unless you're a primary ball handler. And even then, you could still be useful for like passbacks and stuff like that. Last tier 2 badge is Space Creator. In this scenario, remember, they do change based on your height. It increases a player's ability to both hit shots after creating space from the defender, as well as cross up an opponent on step back moves. This is a shot creator badge. If you're a shot creator, I think this is a must-have badge. I've used it a lot in quick match when I'm playing with people. I'll just shoot step backs, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, and I love this badge. It does help you green off the step backs, and it will help you get open off step backs. This is a must-have for shot creators. In quick match is a deadly badge. Even like Chris Middleton I was using, I was killing with it, and it was just Space Creator would pop up every time. I'll just shoot step back green, threes and middies. It is a must-have for shot creators. If you're not shooting step backs, then you don't need the badge. It's that simple. Into tier 3 for this specific build, Agent 3 improves the ability to make pull-up or spin shots from 3-point range. This is another badge that shoots up a lot off the dribble. I would prioritize this badge over a Space Creator because this pops up off of just dribbling around, off most of your dribble moves, or even just left stick movement and shooting. If it's off the dribble, this usually pops up. If you shoot step backs and stuff, then Space Creator pops up. So I think Agent 3s will pop up more than Space Creator, but it's kind of like shooting off the dribble scenario, and it must be 3-pointers as well. It does not activate off of middies. So, but it is a really good badge. I see it activate a lot when I play. So Agent 3, if you're a ball handler and you're shooting off the dribble, you want it. Whether it's one dribble or multiple dribbles, you want this badge. If you're catch and shoot, you don't need it as much. Deadeye is going to help with the finish closing out, receive less penalty from a shot contest. Most builds, this is a tier 3 badge, so it does cost a lot. Personally, I think you will want this badge to help with your contest, but I don't think it's worth all the badge points. I think it's probably the lowest out of this specific build. Out of the tier 3s, is the one I would least prioritize. You should be taking open shots. You shouldn't be trying to shoot a bunch of smothers. But if you do have a lot of badge points, it is worth having, so just note that. But I want to prioritize it. Blinders, jump shots taken with a defender closing out and their peripheral vision will suffer a lower penalty. This pretty much helps you shoot better with people around you and stuff, and not super in front of you. It's not as OP as it was in the past 2Ks, but I think for shooters and guards, you will want this badge. You can still shoot blinder shots on this game, but it's just not as OP as it was before. But I think it's still a badge that you want on guards and other builds too, because just like shooting better lower contested shots will help you be able to green more. Like I said, I would put it on as high as possible. If you're a guard, if you're not, then you probably want on like a silver type of thing to help out just a little bit. And lastly, I think this is the best shooting badge in the game. Limitless range, it helps you be able to shoot from further distance. This is a must-have on any sharp build that's sitting on the hash, or guards that shoot from deep in their 300s. It's a must-have badge. It's going to help you green from way further, shoot deeper shots, and makes the defense have to come out. You want it as high as possible. It's hard to get it on a 90 or a Hall of Fame because you need 99 3-pointer. But if you're a sharp, you definitely want on at least gold. And I think it's just going to make the defense so much harder because like they almost got to guard you at half court in every mode. So this is like a must have. If you are even a popper and you want to get on silver a little bit so you can shoot from a little bit further, it's going to help you a lot. But that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of these badges. If you want me to go in more details, I can answer your questions in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.